Ladies and gentlemen, welcome here to race number 24 of the 2015 NASCAR Sprint Cup Series season, as we are continuing our race to the chase in 2015. With just 3 races remain, 6 drivers have already clinched a spot in the 2015 chase, as we have 15 different winners so far. 1 driver can still make the chase on points, but with 3 races remaining and still a lot of good drivers without a win, that could be very unlikely. But up front is number 78, Martin Truex Jr. He has 1 win coming at Michigan earlier in the year. He will start on the pole next to one of the drivers who is in the chase for 2015 with 3 wins, Brad Keselowski. Row 2, we have the number 41 of Kurt Busch, got his first win at Pocono earlier in the year, and alongside the driver who is in the chase on points, the number 1 of Jamie McMurray. Denny Hamlin has 1 win coming at Dover, the Monster Mile earlier in the year, and Tony Stewart right now 26 in points. Casey Kane, Kevin Harvick, Jimmy Johnson, and Carl Edwards make up the top 10 as we go racing for 50 laps tonight. Right now, Brad Keselowski has a 2-point lead on Matt Kenseth in the championship standings. But the points don't really matter now, because all it has to do is winning. Martin Truex, Kurt Busch, Denny Hamlin, 3 drivers starting on the inside. They only have 1 win, but should they win tonight, they will officially clinch a spot in the chase. Right now, Brad Keselowski and Kevin Harvick has 3 wins. Matt Kenseth, Carl Edwards, Jeff Gordon, and Casey Kane have 2 wins, and they are already in the chase. But still, 10 spots are still open. Martin Truex and Brad K on the front row. Cole Custer won Wednesday night's truck race, and last night we saw Denny Hamlin win the Xfinity race. So who will it be tonight? We'll find out as we go green in just a matter of moments. Down below should be your starting grid rolling across your screen. Looking on back here through the field as they leave pit road to complete their one and only pace lap. Number 33 made the show with Alex Kennedy. J.J. Yaley driving the number 26 for the remainder of 2015, as rookie Jed Burton moves over to the number 23. The 62 driven by Reed Sorensen this weekend, they made the show as only 43 drivers showed up to race. Travis Quapple driving the 32 for Go Fast Racing. But up front though, Martin Truex and Brad Keselowski are front row, and they will get us underway in the Irwin Tools night race at Bristol. Getting us underway as McMurray right up against the outside wall down in turn 1, 3 wide, Tony Stewart in the 48 of Johnson on the inside. Make the way down into turn 3 and 4, Stewart still in the middle, McMurray falling back on the outside, and leading at the line, it is the 78 of Martin Truex Jr. Kurt Busch sits second, and Denny Hamlin now up to third. Casey Kane trying to get 4th away from the number 2 of Brad Keselowski. We saw in the truck race and the Xfinity race, the outside lane is not really the most preferred line. To get around here, we got a caution out. No, we do not, but the 38 of David, man, right here, the 98 is going to wreck the 26 of Yaley, but they save it. Back here, the 32 of Travis Quapple and the 38 of David Gilliland has had issues already on the first couple laps. And the 38 is now lapped down and coming to pit road. Tough break for David Gilliland, right now 31st in points. And we got one coming inside wall. That's Austin Dillon. Won the Xfinity race here at Bristol earlier in the year. Did not run last night. But Dillon was running 23rd. Now he's 30th in that number 3. Michael Annett behind him. Matthew Benedetto. Alex Bowman. Landon Cashel had a good running qualifying. Top 25. Jed Burton driving the 23, Cole Whitt in the 98, Sorensen, Yaley, Kennedy, Quapple right now. He's already about to go a lap down, and David Gilliland is now 2 laps down. And here comes Truex to put in the 32 1 lap down. And right behind the 78 is the 41 of Kurt Busch. Denny Hamlin, Casey Kane 3rd and 4th, and the 48. Right now, Jimmy Johnson is right now 7 points behind Jamie McMurray. As it sits right now, the 48 is in the chase, and the 1 car is out. McMurray all the way back in 24th, falling back in a hurry, is Jamie. Trouble for the number 1, as the 38 of David Gilliland has took his car behind the wall. We will see what happens to 38 later on in the race. As you see drivers going by the 32 of Quapple. Quapple ran in Wednesday night's truck race. Right now it is the 78 of Martin Truex Jr. out in front, but now he's going to be catching lap traffic very soon. I see 33 of Alex Kennedy is about to go lap down. Reed Sorensen running 39th, Cole Witt, and we got a big stack up here in the 55 of Brian Vickers has crashed. And you saw the 27 of Paul Menard make some contact. Now your lead is trying to go by some of the slower cars. But trouble already on lap number 11, and this might be a good time to see what happened to the 38. Caution comes out and Brian Vickers looks like got turned around. He was running in the somewhere in the top 20. I also did not mention Dale Earnhardt Jr., the most popular driver, started 38th today. Bad running qualifying. But let's go ahead and pause this so we don't lose a lot of time. But let's go back and see what happened to the 32 and the 38. Travis Quapple and David Gilliland. This happened in lap number 1. Coming off turn 2, well, it looks like Quapple bounces off into Paul Menard, hits the inside the safer barrier, and that's what happened to the 32 of Quapple. But something else happened to the number 38 of David Gilliland. David started 41st in the field, and right here, somewhere, maybe right here, coming off turn 2, yeah. Jed Burton turned Cole Witt down into the 38 of David Gilliland, so two cars hit the same exact spot. 2 laps. A caution did not come out for that though. The caution came out for the 55 of Brian Vickers, I believe, and he was running around inside the top 20. And let's go back and see how this happened. And oh, it did not happen with the 55. He got collected. It was the 32 of Travis Quapple. It's like Brad Keselowski ran up on the slower car very quickly, entering turn number 1. The 2 car probably didn't expect the 32 to come down. And right there, Greg Biffle gets into Brian Vickers, and Kyle Busch runs into the 55. And Paul Menard also makes a pretty good contact on the Aaron's Dream Machine. So not really a good early 2 of Travis Quapple. And Brian Vickers does go a lap down, and the 32 is out of the race. So that will leave us with about 40 cars on track and 39 cars on the lead lap when we go back green. And trouble for the 48 of Jimmy Johnson. He came down pit road, possibly a flat tire on the 48. And all those spots he had on McMurray has now been lost. McMurray is now in the chase, and Johnson is out. And this has been pretty much the whole season for the 48 team. They've had good runs, they've had good speed, just not the finishes to show for it, and that's why they have not won a race in 2015. And the 6-time champion could be out of the chase. Well, not out of the chase, but possibly might not make the chase. Up front, though, the top 3, top 4, top 5, top 6, top 7. The top 7 have all got a win or something at least this year. And now Kurt Busch has a shot to chase down the 78 of Truex as he kind of pulled away from everybody else. And trouble for the number 6 of Trevor Bayne. Trevor Bayne on pit road. You see the damage on the 18th of Kyle Busch right now running 22nd. That's running early off the 51 of Justin Allgaier running 18th in front of Greg Biffle. David Reagan running pretty well right now 13th behind Carl Edwards. And the 7 of Alex Bowman's on pit road, and the number 6 of Trevor Bayne has took his car behind the wall. So trouble for Trevor Bayne. Suspension issue on the number 6 of Ryan Newman and Brad K falling back on the outside. Kyle Larson, Joey Logano moving up. Logano qualified all the way back to 20th, and he's now cracked himself inside the top 10 right now, running 9th at the line now, moves up to 8th. Behind Matt Kenseth, 2 wins already in 2015. Jeff Gordon up inside the top 5 is Clint Bowyer. Bowyer really getting faster and faster as the year goes on. He's now 20th in points, and should we see another first-time winner, we will have 16 different winners. And then if we have another first-time winner, we will have 17, which means the lowest driver in points of the drivers with 1 win would be out. Right now, that would be Boyer and Almirola battling for that last spot. And Boyer, 21 points behind that 43, so he wants to gain more points, just to have a little bit more of a cushion on making the chase. Right now, a guy who is running out of time, the number 31, Ryan Newman, 17th in points, no wins. Kyle Larson, 13th in points, no wins. And Larson, he should be in the chase. But David Gilliland, remember, these two guys right here, the 42 and the 2, were battling for the win in the spring. But Kyle Larson, who is making contact with the 2 of Keselowski, watch out. As Brad won this race in the spring, Kyle Larson was going to win the race. But David Gilliland came off pit road, and he was a slower lap car, came up and right in front of Kyle Larson, who was leading as the caution is now out. Alex Kennedy. Larson got hauled up by the number 38, and Brad got by and stole the win away. They're all stacked up here. 78 is trying to make his way through. Caution looks like came out for the number 33 of Alex Kennedy, who was in a lot of trouble last night in the Xfinity race. He had the damage on the rear end. He got run into by Kyle Larson. Larson runs right in the back of 33 of Kennedy. Not sure how much damage that would do on the 42 Chip Ganassi Chevrolet. We were following along with the 42, and we saw the 33 gets turned by, of all drivers, your leader. Martin Truex had a lot of speed and just ran up and just turned the 33 of Kennedy. That's the same thing we saw with Brad Keselowski and Travis Kvapil earlier in the race. And we are just now past the halfway point in the race. With 3 quick cautions, we're going to have about 20 to go when we go back green. And it's been all Martin Truex up front. Right now we have 39 cars on track, 36 are on the lead lap. Alex Kennedy, Brian Vickers -1, Alex Bowman -2. Check him on the 48 of Johnson. Right now he is 32nd. McMurray is right now 23rd. So Johnson needs to pick up as much spots as he can, get as much points as possible. We're going to get back underway here. Truex, Kurt Busch, Casey Kane, Denny Hamlin, and Clint Bowyer. Now Hamlin, he was running 4th. Go and last night's Xfinity race, but the top 3 all got together. Ryan Blaney, Kyle Busch, Kyle Larson, and Hamlin took advantage of it, and he got by and got the win after the late caution came out. In the 48, again coming down pit road, Jimmy Johnson. This 48 team must not want to make a chase because they keep on making trouble and having trouble. In the 48, looks like he might be having a mechanical problem on that 48 car. Here's the 33 of Alex Kennedy right now, 1 lap down, 36th place. Moving by is the number 88 of Dale Jr. He is now moved up to 23rd. Kennedy right up against the outside wall. And now he's going to slow down all the progress on that 46 of Michael Annett as the 48 is coming back onto the track. A couple more laps down, there's the number 7 of Alex. There goes Kennedy again. God, Alex in the way. And the caution will come out once again. Caution is out when Alex Kennedy once again gets in the way. He done that, I believe, a lot in the Xfinity race. Alex, slower car, and he just, oh man, they're all probably into each other up here. 78 and a 41 have gotten by those, so they'll be okay. Caution for the second time of the night comes out once again for Alex Kennedy, and hopefully he'll go behind the wall because that car is damaged and slow. And we were riding along with a 33. Looks like he's gonna right there gets turned with a 46 of Michael Annett. As Michael Annett did cause a wreck, the 33 was much slower. Right now Johnson 39th, 3 laps down. So that is a horrible break for the number 48. And all these cautions continuing to come out as Kennedy is now out the race. This is helping the drivers up front, or like Martin Truex, from keeping from hitting lap traffic. We could be hitting traffic a lot, putting cars a lap down, as Truex pretty much caused one of the wrecks. He's your leader. A second win tonight for the number 78 would put this car in the chase. Kurt Busch, a second win would put the 41 in the chase. A second win by Denny Hamlin or Clint Bowyer or Joey Logano, they're in the chase for sure. Right now they have a win, but to make themselves positive, to make the chase and go out in the final two races and have fun and try to go out for another win, they want to make sure they get that win. They want to make sure they are sure. And moving by the inside, David Reagan, a nice run out of this number 66 NWR Toyota. Moving by the 42 of Kyle Larson, right behind them Ryan Newman and Justin Allgaier. Johnson, he sees a spot right there on Alex Bowman. That would be a 1 extra point should she get there. He has to get around Jeb Burton, Landon Castle, and the oh no. Oh, come on, give him Castle some room. He's on the outside of the 40 now, right behind Jeb Burton in that 23. The lap show winding down for the 41 to make a move on the 78. I don't have enough laps for these drivers to hit lap traffic, so that should not be an issue. Johnson by the outside on the 40 of Landon Castle. McMurray, where is he running? He's now down in 24th, trying to get around the 18 of Kyle Busch. I see Kyle Busch is trying to get by McMurray, and he looks like he might do it. It looks like the one car might be off pace a little bit. That one car is not really running that fast. Now gets undertaken the 34 of Brett Moffitt, who's running pretty well right now in 26. Alvarado on the inside of Allmendinger. Sam Hornish on the inside of Kevin Harvick, who's been dropping back since the restart. Keselowski down to 11th. But really, it's been all Martin Truex Jr. up front. He led all 46 laps. There's Reed Sorensen. They are catching that 62. I don't believe it would be enough laps so to catch him though. Ready to go for the 78 of Martin Truex. Last year, what a horrible year it was for him last year. I mean, Truex had probably the worst year of his career last year. Just had a lot of trouble. But here he comes, catching the 62 Reed Sorensen. Remember the spring, Kyle Larson lost the win after Gillen hold him up. And here comes Kurt Busch on the outside of Martin Truex. Truex hold up by Reed Sorensen. Kurt Busch to the outside. Now Casey Kane on the inside. White flag is out. Kane on the back bumper of the 78. He's right there. Will he make a move down in turn 3? Does he have enough momentum? Will he use the bumper? And the turn 3 and 4. Scary last lap for the 78, but he'll be able to hang on. And Martin Truex wins his second race of 2015. And it is official now. The 78 car will be in the chase for 2015. Casey Kane, runner-up in that number 5 car, second place. Kurt Busch, Joey Logano, and Denny Hamlin, your top 5. Clint Bowyer, the 6th. Jeff Gordon, 7th. Matt Kenseth, David Reagan, a nice run in 9th, and Kyle Larson. Justin Allgaier, 11th. Carl Edwards, 12th. Brad Keselowski, Ryan Newman, and Kevin Harvick. Sam Hornish, Greg Biffle, and not sure you got 18th, but that will complete the weekend here at Bristol. So Cole Custer, Denny Hamlin, and Martin Truex, your winners this weekend. And now we're going to have a week off from Cup racing as we're going to be wrapping up the road course races in 2015. The NASCAR Camping World Truck Series live from Ontario, Canada, Bowmanville, on the Canada road course for the Truck Series, and the NASCAR Xfinity Series will hit their final road course race at Road America. So that'll be all here from Bristol of the year. The next race for the NASCAR Spring Up Series will be the Bojangles Southern 500 at Darlington Raceway, the throwback weekend. Can't wait to see you there in Darlington, South Carolina. But until next time, congrats to Martin Truex Jr. as he becomes driver number 7 to officially make the chase in 2015.